I watch a lot of anime. With that said, I found this little this website where you can do like bracket fights, and I thought to myself, well, I mean, I know a lot of anime. There is no better judge of anime than me, Fonrath. So, without further ado, the way this is going to work is we are going to go down the list of all these anime. I don't know what anime are in this list, but we shall just go down the list one by one, choose the winners, and perhaps in the end we shall figure out what anime is the greatest of all time, potentially. Unlikely though, because I don't actually rate anime like that, but my point is, let the games begin. 7 Deadly Sins, or Axel World. 7 Deadly Sins. Easy. Whatever the fuck that was, and then this show that I've been meaning to watch, but I haven't really ever watched. And bear in mind, the names clearly are not here, so unfortunately, like, I still know these anime, but, Akamega Kill, right? Or something. I watched, like, some episodes of this, like 4 episodes, I want to say. And then this one I have not seen. I've heard this is pretty good, but really reminds me of, you know, the older, like, reverse harem type show. But I still feel like this one's better, so we'll go with that one. Moving on. Angel Beats, or Another. I think this is Another. Angel Beats, obviously. Not even a question. Assassination Classroom, or whatever the fuck that is. I'm pretty sure I have seen this. This is very familiar. I think it was like this main guy is like some sort of works for some sort of organization where they kill demons, and then this little girl is a demon or something, and then they work together. But Assassination Classroom. Black Clover or Bleach? Bleach. Not even a question. Blue Exorcist or Bungo Stray Dogs? I have not seen the Stray Dogs, so this one's a little bit skewed. Blue Exorcist was like decent, but like nothing super special. There were some cool moments, I suppose, but you know, didn't really feel that special. But I have heard good things about the Stray Dogs. I'm gonna have to go with Blue Exorcist. I don't know enough about Bungo Stray Dogs. It is what it is. Is this even a question? Is this a joke? Is this a fucking joke? Don't even. Just don't even. Fucking, what's her face? 02? I don't remember what the name of the show was. Or, something Borderlands. Wonderland. Borderlands Wonderland. Something, this thing, I think. This is an unfortunate pair-up, honestly. Death Parade probably would have won against anything else. Any of these like shittier shows, but not against Death Note. You're not winning against Death Note. Devilman Crybaby, I think, and fuck, what was this? Ippo something. I haven't seen the show. I've heard a lot of good things. Hajime no Ippo, I think. Which one? I've heard good things from both of these shows, and I haven't seen either, so it's like, I don't really know which one to choose. I'm gonna go with Devilman Crybaby because I think there were boobs in that one. Dr. Stone or Durarara? Ooh, this one is good. It's the battle of good shows. This one's good. This one's really good. Fuck. I think that looks better, right? Okay. So, Dr. Stone or Durarara? Honestly, as much as I like Dr. Stone, I think Dr. Stone definitely got worse, a lot worse in the later seasons. I think Durarara kind of had the same problem. They're like both really good in what they do. in their own, like, little corner. It's really hard to say. I'm gonna go with Durarara. Erased or Elfen Lied? Erased... Erased was just kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember much about Erased, except for the fact that it was a little bit cringe how the main guy, like, was kind of, I'm not gonna lie, kind of getting weirdly close to the girl back in time. And not to mention the fact that the main villain ended up being the obvious guy, the obvious villain, right? Now, at the same time, I'm thinking Elfen Lied, right? Back in the day, you know, when everyone watched Elfen Lied in the 2000s, I mean, it was good back then, but I think if I watched it now, it would definitely not hold up. What to do? I don't really remember much about Elfen Lied, but I think I'm gonna go with Erased because as much as we remember Elfen Lied being, like, kind of dark and, like, you know, pretty much everyone who remembers Elfen Lied, you know, watching it as a child, you know, having those invisible hands, you know, chop people up, it was definitely quite something, but I think even back then, I thought the main guy in that show was really, really dull. And essentially, from what I remember here, Elfen Lied was basically just a harem. I'm gonna go with Erased. Ooh, Fate Apocrypha or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? I'm gonna go with Full Metal, but I will say that Fate Apocrypha was actually not as bad as people say it is. I don't know why people say that this show was total trash. I actually enjoyed it a lot, but Full Metal. Gantz or Grimgar? I have not seen Grimgar, actually. I'm pretty sure this was the supposedly the more realistic take on isekais, or like fantasy anime. I don't actually think it's an isekai, but basically like a realistic take on like fighting goblins and fighting monsters in a fantasy world. Essentially it being very difficult and whatnot, right? But I'm gonna go Gantz, because Gantz, you know, has boobies and sex and stuff. Yes, definitely. Yes. Ooh, Onizuka. Or fuck, what was this called? I actually don't remember. I'm gonna go Onizuka, 100%. Gurren Lagann or JoJo's? Gurren Lagann, not even a question, bro. Not even a question. The next round, we have Seven Deadly Sins now going up against this show. Now, I mean, I have to go Seven Deadly Sins. I haven't seen the show, unfortunate. Angel Beats or Assassination Classroom. This one's gonna this one's gonna be good because you know, a lot of people like Ass Class. I actually think it's complete mid, like total the most 7 out of 10 show I've ever seen. So Angel Beats, 100%. Bleach or Blue Exorcist? Bleach. Is this a joke? Is this a fucking joke? Code Geass, obviously. Death Note. Death Note? It's Death Note, obviously. Who are we kidding, right? Durarara or Erased? Durarara, 100%. Gantz, it does not go up against Full Metal. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Gurren Lagann, obviously. Some of these are very heavy hitters. Seven Deadly Sins or Angel Beats? Ooh. I haven't seen the entirety of Seven Deadly Sins. I did not watch the 3rd season, the infamous 3rd season, and I haven't seen anything past the 2nd season, basically. On the other hand, Angel Beats is good. Was good, at least when I watched it when I was a young lad. I think the combination of me liking Angel Beats when I was younger, and then on the other hand, Seven Deadly Sins, the infamous third season being super bad, and just in general, it going downhill, I'm gonna choose Angel Beats. We have Bleach or Code Geass? Code Geass, obviously. Unfortunately, Code Geass is gonna go head-to-head with Death Note soon, and that's gonna be difficult. Death Note or Durara? Death Note, obviously. Now, like, let's be honest, we kind of know who's going to win, kind of. Or at least who's going to get into the, you know, semifinals and finals, right? But it's still kind of cool to see which shows we'll get to, like, the earlier stages. Full Metal versus Gurren Lagann. This is like Clash of the Titans here. Oh my god. Unfortunately, one of these is going to have to go. I think, as much as I think that Gurren Lagann has an incredible soundtrack and incredible moments, I think Full Metal is still a better story in general. I will say Gurren Lagann, though, does do some of the things better than Full Metal, but you know, it's just you gotta pick one. Code Geass, obviously, not even a question. Ooh. Well, no matter what I choose, people are gonna hate me. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go based off of my own personal preference. Okay? This is my own personal preference. Okay? Both of these shows are incredibly good, but I'm gonna go off of my personal preference. I'm gonna pick Death Note. The reason I pick Death Note is because I think Death Note is incredibly well written, basically what I would consider perfect writing. Literally, perfect writing. Nothing works off of coincidence, pretty much, and everything is thought out, everything makes sense, and it's just, like, it's so good. And now I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is definitely a better, like, full-on story, you know, from start to finish, but Death Note's writing is just so good. So yeah, we're going Death Note. And there it is, Code Geass versus Death Note. So, if you don't know, Code Geass is basically what got me into anime. Definitely has a very, very special place in my heart. Now, I actually watched Code Geass right after Death Note, but Code Geass was the one that really got me into anime. Basically, I found Code Geass because, like many others, I watched Death Note, and then I was like, I want more anime like Death Note. So I googled anime like Death Note, and because, you know, the main characters in both shows are very smart and stuff, oftentimes people recommend Code Geass after Death Note. Code Geass was the first show that really gave me the void. Made me feel the void. So which show... I think Death Note is better written, and I think Code Geass definitely, as a overall show, is not as good as Death Note. But both of them have their own problems. Code Geass may not be as well written, but Death Note doesn't exactly do well after episode 25. Fuck, this one's difficult. This one is really difficult. I'm gonna have to go with... I'm gonna go with Code Geass, because I'm thinking... If you asked me, like, which show would be better to rewatch every so often? Like, every year or two. I think, as much as I would love to watch the first 25 episodes of Death Note, the rest of the show just isn't as good, right? Like, when, you know, the thing happens in Death Note, it's not as interesting anymore. Meanwhile, Code Geass is like a full story, and it's just always kind of fun to watch, at least for me. Fuck, this is just a really difficult choice. I want to go with Code Geass, but like in my head, my brain is telling me Death Note is better. Just better written. Objectively better. But Code Geass is holding up in my head because, you know, I'm biased. towards Code Geass. Code Geass, fuck it. Don't care, don't care. Okay, now we're going to the other side. The Promised Neverland or Soul Eater? So, The Promised Neverland, obviously, I have not seen the second season because, like, I was going to watch it and then I started hearing things about the second season, how bad it was and stuff, and then I just never got around to it. Meanwhile, Soul Eater was pretty good from start to finish, but Soul Eater was definitely more of a comedy type. Like a comedy battle anime. Meanwhile, The Promised Neverland was more, you know, smart characters doing smart things, right? So I, based off of my own preference, Promised Neverland. Attack on Titan or Food Wars? I think it's gonna come down to Code Geass versus Attack on Titan. But we'll see. Sword Art Online or Samurai Champloo? Oh, Samurai Champloo is better than Sword Art Online. You know the thing about SAO, right? Is pretty much every season of SAO starts out well, but very quickly goes off the rails. It's like the writer has good ideas and starts it off well, but like very quickly just loses the plot. Very quickly goes off the rails. Very quickly just completely forgets why the idea, the beginning was so good in the first place. You think of the first season of SAO? I mean, I would say the first 4 episodes or so were really good. Like, yeah, they really skipped a lot of things, but like, I feel like if they did basically like the first 4 episodes, but like instead of only 4 episodes, they would have done like maybe 8 episodes or 12 episodes of him like getting from whatever level he was in the beginning, level 1 I guess, to like level 70 or whatever. That would have been really cool to see. But they kind of skipped a lot of things, I think, and then just in 4 episodes he was already level 78 or whatever, and then they kind of just, you know, they essentially they skipped the leveling process. Yeah, I'm gonna say Samurai Champloo because that show is just good. Just really good. ReZero or Terraformers? Part of me thinks that I watched Terraformers, but maybe I didn't. I've heard about it, I've seen it around, but I have not. I don't think I've watched it. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I feel like I have, but I don't remember. Meanwhile, ReZero, very much a comedy horror thriller type of show. What can I say? I mean, I only saw the first season. I didn't really like the second season hadn't come out at the time when I watched it, so, and I just haven't gotten to the next season. But I'm gonna have to say ReZero. Pokemons or I 100% have seen this show way back in the day, but I don't remember anything about it. I definitely recognize the character. Maybe I've seen clips. No, I don't think so. I think I definitely watched it when I was younger. I could be misremembering or confusing it with something else. Fuck, I'm not entirely sure. But obviously this over Pokemon, because fuck Pokemon, right? Overlord or this show. I saw this show and I thought it was complete trash. Overlord is better. One Punch Man or One Piece? Oof. This one's gonna be... like, if I don't pick One Piece, people are gonna be on my ass. Let's be honest. 100% people are gonna be on my fucking bottom. Okay, on my behind. The thing is, I say this every single time I do my anime judgment series, where I check, you know, the new season of anime coming out. I keep saying that I've watched up to like episode 400, but in reality, recently I checked kind of, not really. I saw someone reacting to One Piece, and they were like on episode 500 something, and it was definitely stuff that I had already seen. So I think maybe I might have stopped at around 600 or so. I've seen 600 episodes of One Piece. More than 600. Probably. And I'm gonna say One Punch Man. And I'll explain. Don't worry, I'll explain. One Piece is... How do I say this? One Piece is epic, okay? It is epic. But it's gotten stale. It got stale 400 episodes ago. I don't know how many episodes there are right now, over 1,000. But it got stale like 500 episodes ago. Okay? The fact of the matter is, the crew, the Straw Hat crew, I think first of all, is too large. There's too many characters. Secondly, most of the characters have already had their arcs, right? And so they just have these characters going through these new islands and so on and so forth, basically doing the same shit over and over. One Piece peaked, I would say, around the time when they had the time skip, right before the time skip. Now, again, I haven't seen the more recent stuff. Maybe it got much better, I don't know, but like, One Piece to me is like, it's good, but it's so stale. 90% of it is comedy, where the characters just kind of fool around, right? Banter, I guess, with each other. And it's like, I don't know. It's good, but it's like nothing special, not really, not anymore. And I'm sure the fight scenes are good, especially recently. I've heard like Gear 5 or whatever the fuck that is. But the problem is that it doesn't matter that the fight scenes are good when the rest of the show is just kind of following the same formula over and over and over and over again. But I'm gonna say One Piece. I said I was gonna go One Punch Man, but then I started thinking, well, One Punch Man is a good show, but it's kind of you watch it once, it's good, move on, and that's about it, right? Right. No Game No Life versus that show. I forgot its name. Something about Kami something. So once again, this show has what I call the mediocre effect. Basically where everybody fucking likes this show, but I look at the show, I watch the show, and I'm like, bro, this is the most average bullshit I've ever seen. This is the most average show I've ever seen. It's like, this show is basically the Spy X Family of 2000, whatever the fuck year that this came out on. Right, 2015 or something. I don't know. Point is, the show is very mid. Very, very mediocre. Very, it just wasn't for me. You know, they opted for a lighthearted comedy type of show over a serious type of show. So, No Game No Life for me. No Game No Life is again, comedy and lighthearted show. The thing with No Game No Life is that I never took it seriously, right? Whereas this show, the other show, they kind of almost want you to take it seriously sometimes. But it's like, bro, if you want me to take you seriously, you gotta do it seriously. So, No Game No Life. Naruto Naruto Shippuden versus Naruto, okay. Shippuden, obviously, okay. My Hero Academia versus Mob 100. Mob. Mirai Nikki or Magi? Wait, no, this is not Magi. This is the spin-off, I think. I haven't seen this one. But I think I'm gonna pick this one because Mirai Nikki was... Okay, here we are. Magi or Maiden Abyss. You know, I haven't actually seen Magi recently, I mean. It might actually be better than I remember it to be. Like, it was pretty good, even back then, even back when I watched it, but Made in Abyss, though. This one's kind of tricky. I'm gonna go with Made in Abyss. Kurika no Basket, or I don't remember the name of the show, but I have seen it. I'm gonna go with Kurika no Basket because that show, while it was like decent, it wasn't really like it didn't really have those epic moments, right? And Kurika no Basket definitely did. Parasite or Demon Slayer. I have seen Demon Slayer. I have seen only maybe an episode or two of Parasite. Demon Slayer. There's not much to Demon Slayer other than just some decent fights, I guess. Whereas Parasite at least is a serious story, I think. So I'm gonna go with Parasite. We have the Attack on Titan ripoff, but not really. And then we have this show. I've seen both. I don't remember anything about either. I like this one's music though. Hunter x Hunter or Yu-Gi-Oh! Although it is Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. But let's assume this is just Yu-Gi-Oh! I wanna pick Yu-Gi-Oh! But like, obviously I'm gonna have to pick Hunter x Hunter. Fuck, man. Yu-Gi-Oh! Then again, to me, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is more of a cartoon, let's be honest. Just like Pokemon. Hunter x Hunter. Alright. Promised Neverland or Attack on Titan? Attack on Titan. Samurai Champloo or ReZero? Ooh, ReZero had good moments, but overall, as a show, I would say Samurai Champloo. Overlord or... I don't remember anything about this, so I'm gonna pick Overlord. Let's go a little faster. One Piece or No Game No Life? I'm gonna go based off of enjoyment for myself here, and I'm gonna go No Game No Life. Like, One Piece, I feel like No Game No Life would just be more exciting if it had more seasons, right? No, One Piece is just kind of stale. Shippuden or Mob Psycho 100? Oh, I think Mob Psycho 100 definitely has good moments and good animation, I suppose. But like, I think the Naruto's story, you know, the war overall, I think is just more interesting to me than Mob Psycho. I think. Made in Abyss or that one? Again, I haven't seen that one, so Made in Abyss. Kurika no Basket or Parasite? If I'm going based off of enjoyment, I would say Kurika no Basket, but in terms of storyline, probably Parasite. But I'm gonna go Kuriko, because again, I haven't seen Parasite in its entirety, so... Hunter x Hunter. Attack on Titan or Samurai Champloo? Unfortunately, Attack on Titan. Like I said, it's gonna be Code Geass versus Attack on Titan. That's just how it is. Overlord or No Game No Life? I'd say No Game No Life. Honestly, I wish No Game No Life had more seasons. I think if No Game No Life had more seasons, it would be better than Overlord. So, Made in Abyss or Naruto? I'm gonna say Made in Abyss. Hunter x Hunter. Attack on Titan, obviously. Hunter x Hunter. And then Attack on Titan. And then the final one, Code Geass versus Attack on Titan. So this is basically the ultimate showdown of bias versus technically, definitely the best show in the list. Attack on Titan. I mean, come on. Obviously, it's Attack on Titan. Code Geass is good, definitely, 100%. But like, it's no match against Attack on Titan, definitely not. There were definitely a lot of shows here, but there were a lot more shows that I can think of off the top of my head that were not here, that were really good, that should have been here, like Baccano, Land of the Lustrous, Nana. I mean, I'm sure I can think of a lot more, but, you know, it is what it is. Still, that was fun. I'll actually do a anime tier list, I think, as well. Just to talk about some more anime. In the end, I think we can all safely say that a lot of these anime are very good. A lot of these anime are kind of mediocre. I think what we've really learned is that I just have seen a lot of fucking anime. Jesus fucking Christ.